The third set, day 2 between KT Rolster and STX Seoul, will be played on New Fighting Spirit. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the green Protoss player hailing from KT Rolster. His name is MyuNgSiK.
His opponent spawns in the top right position of the map. Red Protoss playing for STX Seoul. His name is Trap.
Haven't seen a PvP on this map in a while, so we're going to have PvPs, but it's at least good to have it on a different map every now and then.
Yeah, PvP number 1 on New Fighting Spirit, number 2 on Athlon, number 3 if you have to go to it, Belshire Vestige today.
If Trap wins in the third set, I have a feeling we're going to see yet another 4-1.
We could definitely see it. It really depends on how Mini plays against Zest.
That's true.
And how Crazy plays against Classic.
Yeah. I would give Classic the edge in the fourth set between him and Crazy, though.
Well, do remember, before the games began yesterday for Crazy, when he faced Innovation, he did say, I came out on Naro Station expecting a Zerg Protoss opponent, not a Terran opponent.
That's true. And, he gets his Protoss opponent in day 2, so we'll see if he can, do something crazy against his opponents. Alright, well, we're just going to have to kind of sit and wait a little bit until we see the build orders get revealed from each of these guys. A lot of different tech paths you can go to in Heart of the Swarm nowadays when it comes to PvP. You got the Fast Expands, you got the Twilight openings, which can go into either Blink or Dark Templar. You can go for Stargate, you can proxy Stargate. There's Void Ray, early Void Ray proxies. I mean, it's just across the board. There's so many different things you can do.
Mix and match.
Yeah,
just mix and match units. And the end game composition at the near end is usually Immortals, Charge Loss, Archons, sometimes Tempest to make sure you can outrage your opponent. If you open up Stargates, you can, like you said, go for the Void Ray. So you could go for a variety of stuff, and it all comes down to the understanding of the game.
Yeah. We did see Mass Phoenix for a little bit in PvP, just a short amount of time. It occasionally happened in Wings of Liberty as well, but it seems like that kind of composition is kind of phased out due to a lot of players opening up more days nowadays with Blink, as well as going for the Fast Templar archives. When you have access to the Archons, the Phoenix, they can't lift them up, and in straight-on engagement, they're actually not as useful. And you also have the feedbacks from the High Templar that can occasionally snipe Phoenix if they have a lot of energy. So the metagame has just shifted so much in PvP, like completely changed, and it's actually so cool to watch it unfold. It's evolved an incredible amount in this season of Pro League. It evolved so much between the early days of Wings of Liberty and towards the end, and I'm really excited to see where it will eventually kind of settle.
It's just cool we're not seeing the laser wars anymore.
Yeah, I think everyone actually is really happy about that.
I'll be honest about that. Well, and just looking at the match between the two players, you were surprised that we didn't see a Zerg player on this map. I was a little bit surprised, but thinking about the overall lineups once again, they wanted to field the Zerg player against the Terran player because they want to risk everything on the PvPs, or for Crazy, a ZBP. So why not send out a Protoss player on this map, knowing that your opponent is not sending out a Zerg player on this map?
Yeah, that's true. Can't argue with you there. Alright, well, it looks like we have a Stargate on the way for Trap, and he's building a few units behind us. We have the double gateway opening from MyuNgSiK, however, and that's going to leave him, overall pretty safe still. We have 2 additional gateways, actually, though, from Trap. There's a good chance we're going to see a lot of heavy aggression coming from his side. He's going to get an Oracle behind this as well. This is actually a build that's kind of designed the counter expansion opening.
Yes. And this, okay, so he is putting down a 4 pollen, so he's going to scout inside the main base with the Oracle, deal some harassment, and go for a timing attack using the 3 Gateway Stalkers. Now, this might not be an all-in, but it really depends on how much Trap commits to this attack.
Well, he's getting a second Oracle behind this, temporarily supply blocked. Unfortunately, there we go, he's starting to build his units once again. And the Mothership Core, just chilling on the main base there. Was looking for proxies, didn't see a single one. And... Alright, we do have our STX player Trap moving across the map. He's getting ready to go for this attack.
Now there is a hallucinating Phoenix which is going to hit inside the main base, but not after MyuNgSiK actually throws down a Nexus at the natural. Hit Trap spots it right away, and he's going to start eating away on the Nexus.
That's true. Alright, we don't really have any Robo units out from our KT player. He is making an Immortal, and it looks like the Nexus has been cancelled there.
Smart.
Very defensive posture from our KT player.
He knows that something is up. There's the Oracle inside the main base. The Stalkers are in position, but look at this. Trap is walking across the map. Seems like he wants to apply some pressure against his opponent, but not so fast, as he realizes that there's too many sentries, and the Mothership Cannon is still up and running. Well, he could still cast a Mothership Cannon.
All right, this probe could actually create a little bit of havoc here, and oh, it's spotted though. And yeah, that's going to be a canceled pylon pretty quickly there.
So now Trap is going to apply heavy pressure at the natural. There's going to be an Immortal out, and the second Immortal is out on the way, so MyuNgSiK, he can defend against the attack. The problem is, if Trap does not push up and takes an expansion behind this, he's going to get trapped inside the main base almost completely.
Oh, nice use of the Revelation there. Yeah, I mean, he pretty much just saw everything in the main base of the STX player, and it's actually pretty looking. Lots of lights there. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we had Trap go for an expansion. Oh, yes. There we go. He just started the expansion. Oh. And the second Oracle moving out here. He's going to start focusing on some of these workers. There's no reaction, though, from the KT player, because at the same time, there's a very large engagement. The Immortals have been kind of picked off from the other units there, but that doesn't even matter. 12 workers have been killed from that Oracle. 13, 14, and that's going to be all she wrote for the Oracle, but it certainly did its job. 15 in total have been killed. Supply-wise, we have a slight edge for Trap, and as long as he can hold on, he's doubled the supply as far as workers go. And he just has to worry about the counter from his opponent.
That's the reason why he's currently bursting out the Void Ray right now. He knows that there isn't too many Stalkers anti-air against his opponent, but the Immortals can eat away on the ground army. He also needs to make sure the Oracle is stayed alive and make sure he spots the units coming, but he needs to use the Oracle against the sentries over here.
The sentries are tickling away at that Oracle. Doesn't look like the DPS is high enough from it. The Stalkers, though, are going to scare away the Oracle. There are 2 Immortals in the Warp Prism. This is going to be the big thing that he has to deal with, though. The Void Ray is out, however, though, and that's going to really just go to town on these units here so far. Solid control from Trap, but he loses the Void Ray. No! He needed that to survive, but the Immortals both getting picked off now, and the Warp Prism could help reinforce, but the Zealot count, it's looking pretty solid here. There's only a few Stalkers and simply just sentries for DPS there. I think that Trap's going to be able to defend, and with the Mothership Core and the Natural completed now, he's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Mothership Core in the units tab, but the problem is the Void Ray is finished. The Zealots are tanning away on the Stalkers, so even if MyuNgSiK wants to go for the attack, the Void Ray is going to completely thwart the attack. And once he pulls back, he has no answer, because if you look at the probe count, it's twice the amount for Trap right now, as he has a Natural Nexus, he has more probes than his opponent, he has better unit composition than his opponent. What can MyuNgSiK do in this situation?
MyuNgSiK, I mean, he did the best he could at trying to go for a large attack there at the Natural. He almost was able to take out Trap, but the control was simply too good from the STX Protoss player. He's going to continue to try and harass across the map. He's got a few warp and reinforcements as well. It looks like we're going to see MyuNgSiK just try to stay on one base and go for a big all-in here, just trying to stretch his opponent in multiple directions. I would love to see the Mothership Core, though, from Trap. That's the one thing he is lacking in this situation.
Yeah, he's lacking because he's dumping every single gas into the Void Rays right now, knowing that all he needs to do is get the defensive units out, and he's going to win the game. Even at the Natural, MyuNgSiK tries to poke in, but doesn't matter as he has less units compared to his opponent. This Mothership Core puts a nice time warp on these units, and the Stalkers and the Zealots needs to slowly run away.
Looks like Trap isn't even concerned about that. The 2 time warps go down. This is actually going to allow the Mothership Core to get picked off here. It looks like MyuNgSiK just underestimating the amount of units here.
Yeah, well, he does have more Stalkers behind this, but all Trap has to do is take out the Mothership Core. Seems like that's slightly out of the range. He can still go for it.
He could. I think it looks like Trap, his multitasking was kind of... well, I guess he was putting that into this big attacker because there's actually nothing to do to defend in the main base for MyuNgSiK here. He's going to try to do a little bit more aggression, but as soon as Trap just moves in and A moves, he's going to be able to pick out pretty much take out his opponent's army quite easily.
Yeah, in fact, all Trap needs to do is warp in some Zealots or Stalkers back at the main base, and he's completely fine. He has a Void Rays over here. Oracle just going to eat away on every single probes, as MyuNgSiK does not have an answer back at the main base. So all he can do right now is go for the counterattack. Yeah,
MyuNgSiK's going to do the best he can, but he's only got a paltry force here at the Natural. He's going to force the probes away, but with some additional reinforcements at home. Well, that's going to be a GG is called from MyuNgSiK. Trap takes set number 3, and this is going to really shift things into STX Soul's side.
Yeah, definitely. The PvPs, the STX Soul coach, The KT roster coach said the PvPs matter in this particular matchup, as whoever wins the PvP fight is going to win the whole series. STXO takes the first PvP, and now the score is 2-1 with STXO leading the series.
Indeed, we're going to have a break from PvP slightly here. It's going to be a ZVP in the 4th set on Planet S. That's going to be Crazy versus Classic. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this commercial break.